Hello, friends. Do you also want to bring change in your life? Do you want your dreams to become reality, but often stop yourself by making excuses? If yes, then this video is specially for you. Today, we will talk about a book that can completely change your life. No Excuses: The Power of Self-Discipline. The author of this book, Brian Tracy, believes that the biggest difference between success and failure is self-discipline. This book teaches us how to let go of excuses and take steps toward success, how to improve our habits to make our lives better, and how to achieve our goals with the right mindset and discipline. Think about it. Some of the most successful people in the world also started with ordinary lives like ours. They had the same 24 hours, yet how did they achieve so much? The answer is self-discipline. In this video, we will take you through 3 key parts of this book: what self-discipline is and why it is important, how to apply it in different areas of life, and how to eliminate excuses forever to achieve success. So friends, if you also want to bring real change in your life and reach the peak of success, make sure to watch this video till the end. This is not just a summary of a book, but the first step toward achieving your dreams. Let us begin the journey of no excuses. Say goodbye to excuses and move towards a disciplined life. Chapter 1. Self-discipline and success. The story of success is always inspiring. The most successful people in the world whom we admire today once started with nothing. They had no money, no strong connections, and sometimes not even proper education. Yet they achieved heights that very few people can reach. The biggest secret of their success was self-discipline. Now think, can you also become like them? Of course you can. But first you need to honestly evaluate every aspect of your life. You need to understand why you are where you are today. If you have not reached your goal yet, what is stopping you? And if you have achieved something, how did it happen? Every result in your life is a consequence of your decisions and efforts. You reap what you sow. This rule applies everywhere. If you bring discipline into your habits and thoughts, success will be yours. But if you ignore it, failure is inevitable. Now the question is, how do you begin the process of changing your life? First, decide what you want to achieve. Understand the price of turning your dreams into reality, and promise yourself to pay that price. Your dreams will only come true if you step out of your comfort zone and work hard. Second, there are no shortcuts to success. Keep the hunger for learning alive. Take inspiration from the stories of successful people. Read their books, listen to their speeches, and apply their experiences in your life. Third, never stop. Continuous learning and improving your skills will take you to great heights. Remember, success is not a destination but a journey, and everything you learn along the way will become your greatest asset. In the end, make self-discipline your strength. It does not just change your habits and thoughts, but also makes you a better person. A person who masters self-control strengthens every aspect of their life. Their confidence grows, their character improves, and they become the master of their mind and emotions. The path to success is not easy. It demands hard work, persistence, and sacrifice. But when you embark on this journey, you not only achieve your goals, but also enjoy the process of becoming a better person. This is the biggest message of this book, No Excuses. So friends, it is time for you to embrace self-discipline and start writing your own success story. Chapter 2. Self-discipline and responsibility. Friends, if you want to improve your life, the first step is to take full responsibility for it. Everything that has happened or is happening in your life is a result of your own decisions and actions. You are the creator of your life, and only you have the right and responsibility to make it better. Brian Tracy, the author of this book, experienced this truth in his own life. At the age of 21, he was a construction worker who did just enough to get by. He had no savings and no solid plan. One cold night, he realized that if he did not change himself, his life would never change. The very next day, he made a big decision to take responsibility for his life. He started reading books to improve himself and learn new skills. Slowly, he began applying what he learned in his life. Managing expenses, taking care of his health, and directing his thoughts in a positive direction. He did all this by working on himself. Brian's story teaches us that when you take responsibility for your life, your perspective completely changes. You realize that your future is in your hands. Friends, if you also want to make your life successful, remember these important points. First, stop blaming others. This is your life, and you are responsible for making it better. When you blame others or see yourself as a victim, you start making excuses. These excuses stop you from taking any action. Second, stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison only increases frustration and bitterness. Everyone has their own journey. Take responsibility for your own success and happiness. Let go of negative emotions like anger, jealousy, and fear, as they will only hold you back. Instead, accept your mistakes and work on them. Turn your negative emotions into positive ones, because your mind can focus on only one thing at a time. When you embrace positive thinking and take responsibility for your life, you will realize that you have control over your life. Challenges will seem like opportunities instead of threats. And yes, do not get angry over things that are beyond your control. For example, complaining about the rain will not change anything. Instead, focus your energy on what you can change. Finally, let go of your past. You cannot change it, but you can definitely improve your present and future. Focus on your goals and take the right steps to achieve them. Remember when you stop making excuses and start taking responsibility, your life truly begins to change. Chapter 3. Self-discipline and goals. Dreaming is easy, but achieving those dreams is an art. Everyone has desires, but the real magic happens when we turn those dreams into goals. The difference between dreams and goals is that dreams are born out of imagination, while goals require an action plan to turn them into reality. When you set goals, it gives you a clear direction where to go and how to get there. The power of writing goals. Have you ever written down your New Year's resolutions on paper? If not, try this method. Writing your goals down makes them more solid in your mind. It not only clarifies your thoughts, but also motivates you to take action. When you write your goals, it reminds you that you have a purpose to fulfill. Written words have a remarkable power. They help you identify your priorities and avoid unnecessary distractions. Writing down your goals organizes your mind and helps you decide what your next step should be. The connection between goals and success. Brian Tracy shared the story of a man named John who transformed his life by mastering the art of goal setting. John was an ordinary salesman earning $50,000 a year. But when he developed the habit of writing down his goals and creating action plans, his world changed. 12 years later, he became the president of a company and earned over $1 million annually. John's experience shows how setting goals and working on them can lead to tremendous success. The system for achieving goals. If you also want to achieve this kind of success in your life, here is a method that can help. First, start with clarity. Decide what you really want. For example, if you want to increase your income, set a specific amount, instead of saying, "I want more money." Second, strengthen your thoughts by writing them down. Write your goals on paper. It strengthens them because you can see them and track your progress. Third, set a deadline. Give your goals a deadline. It helps you stay disciplined and manage your time better. Fourth, make a plan. Create a list of small steps. Identify the skills you will need and the challenges you might face. Also list the people who can help you. 5. Prioritize. Arrange your steps in the right order. This will tell you what to do first and where to focus more. 6. Take consistent action. Planning is not enough. You need to implement it. Start with small steps. It does not matter how far you go. Initially, just start. Do something every day. Take a small step toward your goal each day. This will keep you on track and bring you closer to your destination. Believe in yourself. Remember, whether your goals are big or small, if you work consistently with effort and positive thinking, you can achieve them. Self-belief and discipline are the two biggest weapons in your journey to success. Goals are not just words. They are the blueprint of your future. Embrace them wholeheartedly and make every step a part of this blueprint. Then watch how your life transforms into the vision you once dreamed of. Chapter 4. Self-discipline and work. The perfect balance between work and discipline is the key to climbing the ladder of success. Two things are most important. First, setting your priorities, and second, maintaining discipline in your work. A proper understanding and application of these two can help you reach great heights in your career. When you commit to completing a task and start using your time wisely, every step you take moves you toward better results. However, we often waste time and energy on things that unknowingly reduce our productivity. The importance of time and its proper use. Poor time management often increases workload and stress. As deadlines approach, pressure affects your performance. Small things like long lunch breaks, spending unnecessary time on the internet, or engaging in meaningless conversations can make your day less productive. If you want to double your income, the first step is to change these habits. Focus your energy on tasks that move you closer to your goals. The principle of responsibility and results. People who dream of increasing their income must also raise their productivity and performance to the same level. Remember, companies pay more to those who make a real contribution to their growth. Here, the law of three is a highly effective tool. First, list all the tasks you do in a weak second. Ask yourself, which task benefits my company or career the most? Third, identify two more major tasks through the same process. Now you have the three most important tasks to focus on. Complete these first before moving on to smaller tasks. Recognize your value. Calculating your hourly rate is also a great way to identify your worth. For example, if you earn $5,000 annually, divided by 2,000 hours, your hourly rate is 25. This means every hour of your life is worth 25. Now choose tasks that give you a return equal to or greater than this value. If a task does not justify this value, skip it and invest your time in activities that elevate your career. Ways to avoid distractions. Avoiding distractions at work is essential. If a colleague tries to talk to you politely, say, "Not now, I need to finish my work first." Surround yourself with people who respect time and inspire you to be better. Balancing work and breaks. Maintaining a balance between work and breaks is crucial. Take breaks, but ensure they do not pull you away from your target. The secret of a productive person is their ability to use time wisely. The formula for outstanding performance. To boost your productivity, arrive at the office an hour early. Complete small tasks during lunch breaks and stay an hour longer after the day ends. These small habits bring speed and consistency to your work. Remember, a person who works with discipline and dedication always surpasses others. If you adopt these habits, not only will your productivity and performance improve, but your reputation and success will also rise. So start today, plan your work correctly, avoid distractions, and commit yourself fully to achieving your goals. Chapter 5. Self-discipline and time management. Time is a resource that we cannot stop, only spend. It depends on you where and how you invest it. Your success depends on whether you focus your time on the most important tasks in your life. If you waste it on unproductive things, the risk of failure increases. Time management is not just about working while looking at the clock. It is about recognizing your priorities. Every day, even unknowingly, you practice time management. When you think about whether to do something now or later, you are managing your time. The only difference is that some people do it effectively while others ignore it. Developing this skill is easy. When you decide which task to do first, which to do later, and which tasks to eliminate completely, you are using time wisely. The Pareto Principle 80-20 rule can help you with this. This principle states that 20% of the most important tasks produce 80% of the results. In other words, the tasks that may seem difficult but add the most value to your life fall into this 20%, while 80% of the tasks give you only 20% of the results. Your goal should be to focus your energy and time on the tasks that have the greatest impact. Successful people do exactly that. They determine which activities will enhance their mental, physical, and emotional energy. Their priority is return on energy ROE. Overcoming procrastination. Sometimes laziness makes us delay tasks, but self-discipline and effective time management can help you overcome this habit. Whenever you take on a task, ask yourself, is this task worth my time and energy? What impact will this have on my life? If the answer is no, either delegate it or eliminate it completely. For example, Earning a college degree improves your life by increasing job opportunities and securing your future. On the other hand, frequent partying with friends may distract you and put you in a situation where you are overwhelmed with unfinished work. Adopt a time management system. A time management system can help you make better decisions. First, plan your next morning before going to bed at night. Use the ABCD method. A most important tasks that need immediate attention. B, important but less urgent tasks. C, tasks that can be done but won't make a big difference if skipped. D, tasks that can be delegated to others. E, tasks that should be eliminated completely. Rank your priorities. Once you categorize your tasks, rank them as A1, A2, A3, and so on. Finish Category A tasks first. The rule is simple. Do not move to B, C, or D until Category A is complete. The key to success. The secret to success is to invest your time and energy where it creates the most significant impact. This is not just a skill, but a way to give direction to your life. Chapter 6. Self-discipline and happiness. Happiness is everyone's dream, and this dream is in your hands. Self-discipline is the key that opens the doors to happiness. When you have control over your life, you feel happy. But when life slips out of your control, sadness and disappointment come closer. In reality, your happiness depends on whether you are achieving your life goals. The magic of self-discipline can transform your life. It gives you the power to control what's in your hands and the courage to accept and let go of what's beyond your control. Types of control, internal and external. First, internal control. It comes from within. You decide what to do and how to do it. For example, if you are unhappy with your current situation, you take steps to change it. Second, external control. This is influenced by your external environment. For instance, if your education was left incomplete, it may affect your career. This is external control. The good news. You have the power to change your circumstances by taking action. Change starts from within, not outside. The influence of past experiences on happiness. Our past experiences deeply affect our happiness. A difficult childhood or painful experiences can cast a shadow over our present. However, with self-discipline, you can move beyond this pain. By controlling your reactions and changing your environment, you can move toward happiness. True happiness. The 5 key factors. First, health and energy. Good health and high energy levels are the biggest sources of happiness. When you feel fit, energetic, and healthy, your happiness increases. But this requires self-discipline. To give up fast food smoking and an unhealthy lifestyle, you need to control yourself. Second, healthy relationships. Good relationships with others are essential for mental peace and happiness. Whether it's your partner, parents, children, friends, or colleagues, improving these relationships requires time and energy. Third, meaningful work. Work that gives meaning to your life, provides satisfaction and happiness. When you help others or complete challenging tasks, your confidence and happiness grow. For example, when employees feel that their work brings positive change to society, they feel more motivated and happy.